Hey everybody, the Joyful Yogini here. Now, I normally don't do videos on Thursdays, but I was just inspired to do a video. I just wanted to share my gratitude. I'm feeling a lot of gratitude and love in my heart today. And I had the chance of doing 2 healing sessions today. So it's always an honor when I get to experience a healing with another individual. I'm just the channel, I'm just the conduit, and you actually heal yourself. You allow the energy to come in for transformation. You allow yourself to be vulnerable to really have beautiful clarity on the lessons that you've experienced. So then you can let go of what is no longer serving you. And I love to help people go through the layers of their onion. It's about releasing the emotion and the energy that can get stuck within our bodies and stuck within a pattern. And it's a beautiful time to be able to get clear, to be able to see those patterns, learn the lessons, and to release the energy associated with the pattern, the emotion that's within your body. And then you start to transform, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The more clarity that you have, the different choices that you'll make and the different energy that you will be drawing in towards you. But basically, the lighter and higher vibration energy that you are, such as the vibration of joy, love, and gratitude. Those are very high vibration emotions. When you are exuding that, when that energy is beaming off of you, you are attracting more of the same. And we can't always be there though, right? Sometimes stuff is going to happen. And when stuff does happen, it gives you an opportunity to look within and see your baggage, right? And that's where I come in. When you're ready to see, then you can allow, I can just be that conduit, that channel to allow the old to bubble up for release. So I love doing it, and you know what? I decided for fun, I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna pull some cards from my Energy of Oracles deck. It's by Sandra Ann Taylor. I had the absolute pleasure of taking a mediumship full day workshop with Sandra's sister, Sharon Klinger, and then Sandra also came and did a portion of the workshop too. So they are mediums, they're healers. It was a very cool experience, and the learnings helped me to really open up my mediumship abilities, and that I got all these cool tools of different ways I can bring in messages, and we got practice to be able to trust it. And so today, when I did the 2 healing sessions, it I guess it reinforced the channels that have opened up for me. So it's a beautiful thing when I can work with someone. So if you think we're a good match, I'm gonna pull some cards. If my energy resonates with you, then hey, I'm here for you. And bear with I'll say, it's not really archaic, but for scheduling, I don't have a calendar schedule thing up yet. I'm looking into different options right now because I want it super easy so people can book with me. So for now, you can send me a message on my contact page on my website, so thejoyfulyogini.ca, and then we'll work at a time. We'll figure it out. Or you can send me a DM on any one of my social medias, and then we can find a way to connect that way. Fun timing of it. Until I get everything all organized on my website. Anyways, we're also in Mercury retrograde right now, so things slow down. It's not that, what's the best way to explain it in this situation? So, like, yeah, for me, and you can see if you relate in your own way, technology stuff or moving forward with my business, I've been getting clearer and clearer, but there's still small steps that I can take at a time because other things are needing to happen first and everything needs to follow along divine timing. And so this whole thing of me wanting, I'm like, I'm ready to get my booking thing done. But the universe is like, wait, you don't have all the information yet. We're going to make this smooth and easy if you just flow with it. So that's what I'm doing. And I just keep on moving forward as the space holds for it. Okay, so wow, several cards came out. I love that first one. Okay, the very first one that is up front and center is card number 11, cornucopia. Frick, I love this. Oh, this is so great. Okay, so we have two ones there, and ones are like, you're manifesting very quickly. So, you know, myself and another healer, we've been having conversations and sharing in our own healing and holding a space for each other for our personal and mutual healing. And it's been beautiful. And there's been several occasions like we're like, yeah, like you're gonna get to a place of like healing this or whatever. Oh, no, wait, it's done. Like being able to like, yeah, no, you did it. Awesome. Right? Like things are manifesting very quickly right now. And this card, cornucopia, that is abundance, baby. That is you totally just being open to receive, being in that feminine goddess energy, being open to receive, allowing abundance to come in all areas of your life. So abundance isn't just financial, but it is financial, and it's career, and it's health, and it's love, and it's friendship, and it's resources, right? So this card is basically saying that you are doing it. You are on the right path. Things are flowing. You have been listening. You've been using your intuition, your internal guidance system, following, making decisions from your heart and from that joy center. Yeah, I'm talking about the sacral chakra located between your hips, your joy center. It's not only joy, but your creativity, fertility, abundance, and sexuality. That is the core creative essence of who you are, and that sexy energy, that creation energy. And so this is fertile time. It's very much fertile time. We got a little itch right now. So trust that you are bringing it in because you are. Allow the energy to flow. Don't push too hard. When you're inspired, take action. Make that phone call, send that email, trust in the timing, create your list, cross stuff off your list as you're going about your day. Make certain things a priority that are a priority to you in your heart, not what other people think, but what is a priority for you. Such abundance is available to you. And it is all, you are abundant right now. See, look at what's been happening. Look how incredibly abundant you are. You can follow forward. You can move forward on the path that you would love to take from the bottom of your heart. Like, that's what floats your boat. Then that is the way you should go, full force. And trust that if you need to bring other things in, that you will get those messages and you will get the inspiration to drive forward in that direction. Whatever's been presenting right now is abundance. It is the resources you've been asking for. It's the flow that can happen so easily. Things pop up in your feed, right? You get certain emails. You are inspired to call or email someone. And sometimes an opportunity will present and it'd be like, so do you really want this? Is that really going to work for you? And then you tune in. How does that feel? You know, I'm going to give you an example. I'm wanting to teach some additional yoga classes. You know that I have the next 8 to 10 weeks scheduled somewhere teaching classes, or maybe just regularly throughout the year. And what I would also like to manifest is for those yoga classes that I'm doing for an outside organization, that I can get like 3 in a row, 3 in a row classes or healing sessions. So I am, well, it depends. If it's a yoga class, then I was thinking, 3 in a row to make it worth my while. And that's my day. I'm like, bam! I made it a good amount of money there. So that's basically what I've been wanting to manifest. And then I was inspired to contact this local gym and just saying, hey, you know what? If you're looking to add any yoga to your schedule, I am available. And so I put it out there, and they're like, well, no, like we have all of our classes already, and we do already teach some yoga. But then they sent another email back, which actually I still need to respond because I just had this realization too. But they sent another email back saying, well, if we had a class on Sunday, would you like to take it? And I haven't responded because I needed to sit with that, because Sunday would be my only day off, and I was wanting to have a day off of not having work responsibility, of being able to be around my home and get things done, and not be working all the time. Even if it's just one class, it's still responsibility and needing to be out of the house and not being able to make plans. So I needed to feel that in my body. So sometimes opportunities will arise for you to feel it in your body as to, is it really right for you? And then it might even seem silly that you were even like, oh, wow, I really got to think about this, because then it will just feel so obvious. So we are going to need to go through those processes of feeling in situations. And is it right for you, or is there another choice that would be better for you? The next card is financial restraints, or financial constraints. Sorry. They're not like maybe they feel like that. I'm just taking in the picture. These are new cards, so I'm just taking in the picture to see what messages come in. So in the cupboard, there's cobwebs, there's maybe an old paper bag and something else. Basically, the cupboards have nothing that you'd be able to utilize as a great resource, And so it's not showing abundance there. So look, we have the contrast. You are manifesting things very quickly. What do you want to manifest? Do you want to manifest the empty cupboards? Or do you want to manifest a cornucopia of opportunity? So I would think you would pick the cornucopia of opportunity. So where do your thoughts need to be? You manifest things through your thoughts. So we want to focus that we are manifesting. we are focus on manifesting our desires. Okay, next, broken heart. So you've either recently or currently are experiencing a broken heart, and it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be loss of financial resources. It could be a loss of a job. It could be loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, loss of a project. I think I already said job. No, maybe not even getting an interview, let's say. That can be a little bit of a broken heart that needs some healing, that needs some mending. And no matter how you perceive the situation as being big or small of an issue, it doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. It is the impact on you, right? It's how it affects you and how it affects your emotions, how it affects your energy. And so when a situation has created any kind of density within emotions, within our body, there is a mending that needs to happen. There's a clearing out, a cleansing of the old, and of changing our perception. Because when you change your perception and see the situation as being maybe needed, maybe just somehow it was meant to flow that way, so you can trust in the way that the universe does have your back, even if things might not be going the way you think they should be going. But it doesn't mean that it's not for the best. It doesn't mean that it's bringing you it's bringing you even more abundance that you could ever expect. And abundance, again, comes in all different forms. So the next card is first chakra, Archangel Michael. So our first chakra is a root chakra, and it's located at your tailbone, or you might even say your perineum. Some people will experience it within their body in their own unique way. You know, like I can feel it in my labia. that's where I can feel it, and that's my root. And you're going through a restructuring. So this actually came up in one of the sessions I did today. You're going through a restructuring, and I've done other talks about this before, because I had this dream before of this construction of a house, and it was terrible material. It was flimsy. It wasn't. It was not a good thing. It needed to be taken down and fixed and mended, and then I ended up being shown this new material that was going to be used to build it, and it was really thick orange peels and linking together. And orange represents the sacral chakra, so it's building a structure from the core essence, that core creativity, sexy passion that you are, that creative, unique genius, that creative genius that you are. So that was a couple of years ago that I had that dream. I lose track of time. It could be anywhere between 1 and 2 years ago. And so that's what I'm seeing again, is that restructuring. So your root, your foundation, it creates, like first it created from your past lives. You bring that with you from your DNA, your ancestral lineage. You'll have some stuff that maybe your siblings don't have, but you take on things from your ancestral lineage. That's part of your foundation. That's what you're bringing into this world. All these different lifetimes that you've had or have been associated through your DNA energetic connection, right? Like your soul maps we're intertwining in some way in different relationships, right? In different lifetimes. So all of that is part of your energetic foundation. So we have a physical body, which is basically our shell. It's our suit for this lifetime, right? But the energy that you bring in, it's for the purpose of healing. So you're healing, your own soul is going through healing, plus the individuals that you associate with in any way. Plus beyond that, it's also that your parents, your cousins, your ancestors, your coaches, everything. So we're all intertwined, and we're here to do our own personal healing, which will end up healing our lineage, which ends up helping to spark seeds of healing for the people around us. But everyone is in charge of their own healing. But we can be a channel, which is what I am, right? But we can all be our own unique channel. We can all hold the space for people to heal. And maybe it's just by being there and listening, right? Maybe it's by connecting with them when they're not doing the best, or maybe it's just sharing joy together. So we're going through this restructuring as we've been having these learnings, and our vibration has been getting higher, and we've been clearing out old patterns. So as we clear out old patterns, we have a new clarity and a new reality that we're experiencing. That now is becoming our structure. So you might have been going through physical, mental, emotional, spiritual adjustments. And speaking of spiritual adjustments, so you can't necessarily see, some people can see energy. A lot of people, let's say, can't see energy, but it's still there, it's all around us. When I do healing, I'm working with quantum energy, quantum healing energy. That it's basically everything is energy, and it's connecting in with that. Plants and animals and trees and an orange compared to an apple, they're all different vibrations and all offer brilliant, unique healing. And healing, we can even use that term even more loosely, more broadly. It's matching our vibration within the world around us, connecting in with vibrations that are for our highest and greatest alignment. Foods have vibration. So if you're drawn to certain foods that just don't mesh with your vibration right now, that's when you can get out of balance, right? And our bodies, throughout this healing process, our vibration has been changing, and what works for us and what doesn't work for us also has been changing. And it's finding that new balance and trusting what you're being drawn to. So as an example, I was so drawn to London fogs. Holy jeez. And one of my daughters kept treating me to London fogs, and every once in a while I treat myself to a London fog. I was just being so drawn to the Earl Grey, but also having that vanilla. But I would ask for less sweet, and I would ask for oat milk, but still, I was getting all this sugar. So I needed the Earl Grey, and for a time period, I did need the sugar. It was offering a little extra protection. I was going through some intensive healing, and now my body is a little like, okay, we need to get back in balance. A little bit too much sugar, if you know what I mean. So I've been needing to cut down, and then I'm not putting any syrup in Earl Grey tea. But a while ago, any type of caffeine wasn't a good match. But now I'm trusting that, I'm really drawn to Earl Grey, and it's been working for me, other than I gotta find the right dosage, right? Just like when you work with a doctor. I'm actually working with a doctor because of my head tremors. I'm working with a neurologist, and I just got my second batch of Botox injections in my neck, which is supposed to make the muscle more tired and just relax, so it's not like on guard. So we're trying it, we're seeing. And so, yeah, we have to work with the dosage. We started really easy, and then we've just amped it up a little bit more, and we're gonna see. I have to wait till at least 2 weeks before I see the full effect. So I'm still in the beginning stages, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna flow with it, try it. Okay, so Archangel Michael is also the protector, and he is protecting you through this process and through this restructuring, this creating of this new beautiful foundation for yourself. And as you have that strong foundation, just like if you've heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's in this shape. Needs are in the shape of this triangle or pyramid. And at the base of the pyramid, it's like food, shelter, water, right? Food, water, shelter. And so we need that to feel safe. And we also need income, right? So knowing some type of safety and that we can survive, right? And then you move up the pyramid to actualization. I'm not going to go over all of them right now because I'll probably miss one. We can do that another time. Yeah, so he is helping us to rebuild that foundation. And the stronger we get, we start to advance ourselves, moving forward. The energy of what we desire comes quicker to us because we have that foundation to actually move forward. If we didn't have a strong foundation and all these amazing opportunities came, it'd be like, wow, how do I deal with this? I don't know. And it'll end up there. The image I'm getting is opportunities falling like sand through your fingers, right? So it's trusting the divine timing of everything and using that intuition as you move forward. Okay, the next is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel and Archangel Michael keep coming up in the readings. Also, Archangel Chamuel has been visiting. So the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, it's associated with your throat chakra. So your throat is where you speak your truth. First of all, to yourself about what feels good for you, what doesn't feel good for you. And when you speak to someone from your heart, it's not pointing the finger. It's not saying that they are wrong for being who they are or how they're doing things. Not at all. We are all doing things in a way that we can at this time, that works for us, that is in alignment for wherever we're at, for whatever we're facing. There's no right or wrong. It just is. So when something's not working for you and you speak from your heart, it's beautiful when you can have communication also on the other side, listening. Just listening and having a desire to understand where you're coming from. And when you come from a viewpoint, each and every one of us, when we come from a stance of, I just want to be curious and I want to know the way their brain works and why they would do something or not do something. And I might be hurt or angry in some way, but that's my shit. I need to understand them. People aren't necessarily doing things to us on purpose. We're each living our lives. Now, if they're doing something on purpose to bring you down, then you don't want to hang around with them, right? But when people are just being themselves, it's about being curious about who they are, working towards understanding them, and sharing what you're going through, because we all have wounds, and sometimes we don't see things very clearly, or sometimes we're longing for something to be a certain way. But why are we longing that? What are we lacking that we're longing that? Is this wounding? Is this wounding from a previous trauma, either in this lifetime or other lifetimes? You know, I'm dating someone and he is an incredible man. I am so grateful. Now, neither one of us is perfect, right? But we are imperfectly perfect as our own unique individuals. And along this journey, we can't be anything different than where we're at right now. But if something it doesn't work for you and you voice it, even if it wouldn't be in their nature to help give that to you, because it wouldn't be for their highest and greatest good, just as an example, then if it's not for their highest and greatest alignment to do things the way you need them to be done, they should not be doing them just to make you happy. We each need to be making choices that are for our own highest and greatest alignment. And sometimes that feels kind of suckish. It does. Sometimes it does. You know, when maybe you make plans with a friend and then they bail because something else becomes more important. That feels really shitty. It does. It feels shitty. However, when we follow our heart and our own joy, things can be very much in alignment for us. Sometimes there's imbalance though. And so we need to be curious about ourselves as to, is making a choice this way truly what I want? Because it could impact this in this way. So then we learn about our own priorities. You know, what are our priorities? And then you can look within every relationship that you have. Are you being fulfilled? Is it a relationship that makes you feel good? Does it bring you down? Does it bring you up? We really should be surrounding ourselves with people who have either our vibrational energy or higher. And if someone else is always down here, they're not at your vibe. You're going to continue to repel each other. And maybe that's okay, right? Maybe that's just the season that the relationship had. And it's time to move to a new season. And for each of us, this is going to be different. And it's up to you to be curious and find out. The more you can be curious about where someone is coming from, the more you can feel within your body as to whether that feels good for you. Is that a good match for you? And if it's not, then you can be honest with yourself. And so that's what Archangel Gabriel does. I got hair on my face. Is he helps you to speak your truth. So as I was saying, first to yourself and then to others. And he has that horn. He's like, doo, 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 doo. This is who I am. Take it or suck it. Yeah, I felt like being a little rude. Why not? I'm gonna have some fun. So, yeah, that is being within your power. And look at his big ass wings. He has big ass wings. Now, I've had some Tibetan healing music in the background that just went on pause. And so I'm trusting that that's for the highest and greatest good. And hopefully that felt okay. I should have given you the warning at the beginning what that was. So the wings are golden and beautiful, and it feels like so much abundance. That's my focus on this card this time, is speaking your truth will only bring you more abundance, because the universe would be like, okay, yeah, totally listening. I got you. And let's draw that to you. And don't be surprised how quickly things can unfold. But they don't have to, right? Like, maybe you got some healing to do before you want even this to come forward or this to come forward. And others, it'd be like, I'm ready for it now. Like, it's just like if maybe you lost a dog, and some people need to grieve and not go there for maybe 4, 5, 6 years, or maybe never go back to getting a dog. Some other people, it might be like 8 weeks. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Still sad, still working through, but my heart is open and ready to bring in another beautiful soul into my life, right? And so you need to just listen to you and what's right for you, and who gives a crap about anyone else's judgment. Okay, so wow, those are all the messages that wanted to come through for today. So if you're interested in a one-on-one session with me, we can book that. You can, again, go on my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca, or you can go and DM me on any one of my social media platforms. And we're going to wrap this up now. So from my light to your beautiful, kick-ass, super awesome, sweet light, namaste. Bye, everyone.